the big challenge. How do I start? Where is the capital? Where is the land?
Good.
Okay.
I started my business, my company, my conglomerate with 200 Ghana cedis.
200 Ghana cedis?
Yes, that was for supply. I had to supply nose mask.
200 Ghana cedis?
Yes.
Did you sell your phone to raise the money?
I didn't sell my phone to raise the money. Like I said, I was working and then I quit.
Okay.
And so I had saved some money.
Okay.
But when I quit, I didn't have another job immediately. Okay. So I was living on what I saved until I had to start with that 200 Ghana cedis.
200 Ghana cedis?
Yes. I had to purchase nose masks and supply to the company.
Okay.
Yes. So I did the purchase, I did the supply, and then they paid me with a check.
Okay.
And so, of course, my profit was on it.
Okay.
So I cashed the check. It wasn't a cash check, but I paid it into my account.
Okay.
And then when in 3 days time, it was cleared. So I went for it, and then that is how it started. I have another client asking for nose mask. So unfortunately, they weren't asking for something my money couldn't
afford.
Yeah, so it started with leased, and I had that leased money.
Okay.
And so I used that until orders started becoming big. And the thing is, whenever I sold, the profit I made, I never spent it on me.
You never spend the profit on it?
Except what I would eat, and then my transport.
That is another key point.
I never spent it on me. Get clothes, get hair, and all of that. What you see me wearing, most of my clothes are years old. I was telling you about my standing fan, which I got from the university. Most of my clothes are years old.
No, if it is still working, why should you change it?
Exactly. Most of my clothes and what have you are years old. A few of them are recent. Probably if I go to town, I see something nice. Okay, this is good because I need to package myself for executive clients out there. So yes, but that is just few. Yeah, and that is actually, it is this year. Let me say that since 2019, 2020, 2021, it is 2022 that I actually started to get a few things for myself, and that is even few. Sometimes in 3 months, and I'm now getting one clothes, or 4 or 5 months.
Is it because your attention or your focus is not on beautifying yourself? That's why you are channeling the profits, the chunk of the profit into rebuilding business or in reinvesting into the business? Because somebody will be like, I need to look good, I need to look, you understand?
I know, right? It's about the determination and the focus. I know what I want. And if you started to watch the interview from the beginning, you realize that I'm a serious person.
Yeah.
Wanting to do real business, building an empire, a conglomerate. You don't build a conglomerate when you sell something 1 cedi and then you make profit of 1 cedi and use the 1 cedi or the 50 pesos to go and buy dress. How do you want to make a conglomerate or an empire with that? No. You see, I had whatever clothes I had. It is about how you put it together and you look good.
Good.
Yes. It's about how you put it together. As cheap as it may be. Whether it's forced, home used, how do you call the home used clothing? Second-hand. Whether it's second-hand or what have you. Wash it, iron it.
Look good.
Arrange it. You don't wear violet and green or something. You should know how to, block it. You look good and you step out there. It's good to present yourself good. But if you don't have that, whatever it is you have, my friend, my dear, whoever you are, put it on. Go out there.
And make the money.
Yes, that opportunity would come. So yes, I don't spend the money on me. Just alone, that is just this year. So when I started, whatever profit I was making, I was plowing it back because I knew what plans I had.
Okay.
Yes. And then the orders also kept moving higher and higher. I had to spend 5,000 to get a supply and then make a profit, and then a total check of about 10,000. I get 10,000. I actually remember there was this supply I did 2,000. I got 5,000. 5,000. I got like 10,000, and then funny enough, it keeps,
Coming.
going up and up and up.
Okay.
And by God's grace, that money is there to be able to do that supply. And it is from there I was able to,
Raise.
take care of a few other things. And then that also, COVID started going down, so that also went down. And then I had the cleaning idea already. So I then ventured into the cleaning business, and I started the cleaning business with 3,000 Ghana cedis. All the three. And now, this is how it came about. So the 3,000 Ghana cedis,
Mhm.
I actually went. I rented a house, an apartment
Okay.
for myself. It was a chamber and hall,
Okay.
and I was deceived. I always like to live in new buildings because I'm a cleaner. I like clean the environment, and I don't like to use what has been used. But especially the washroom. So I'm always getting new buildings to move into.
Okay.
I always thought it was new. I finally packed my things and I realized that
It's
it
not
was
new.
slightly used. It was slightly used. So I didn't feel comfortable to use the washroom. I had to go stay at my sister's place for about a week. I come back for like a day to pick my things and I go back.
Wow.
And then my mommy suggested, why don't I go and live with my sister? My elder sister. She also needed help with her child. So she could
So,
use that help from me,
babysitting.
and then I could not entirely babysitting because
Okay.
I had my work to do.
Okay.
So just to assist her, because she's a nurse.
Okay.
And so she sometimes goes for night shift and she has 2 jobs. So sometimes 24 the whole day she's not home. So if I were home, then when the kids come from school, they could be with me.
Okay.
So I proposed it. I told my mom to propose it to my sister. She did, and then she said, okay. So she agreed, and then I took my rent balance from my landlord, which was 3,000 Ghana cedis.
Okay.
So when I moved in with my sister, that 3,000 cedis, that rent money, I used it. I went to Accra Central. I bought brush, I bought broom cleaning brush, what have you, everything I knew that I would need to be able to at least clean the building.
Okay.
I didn't have the machines, the basic ones. You couldn't get machines and all of that, but the basic broom, the mops, blah blah blah.
Okay.
Yes, I got those. And then when I had gotten those, I then approached a company that is the real estate company.
Okay.
And then God being so good, they asked me to do one home for them to see. I did it.
It was excellent.
It was. Actually, they wanted to clean it 3 times. But the cleaning I did, I gave them a one-time cleaning. So they didn't have to clean the extra 2 times.
Wow.
Yes. And so they gave it to me. And aside the fact that I clean, whenever I clean, I give a report.
Okay.
So in my report, and they said that no cleaning company has done that, has cleaned and given them report on the work they've done. So in my report, it starts with the formalities and then the befores and the afters, and sometimes if I see any faults, so some of them like the washrooms, the hand basins aren't fixed well, maybe the washroom handle is coming off, some screw is somewhere, something isn't fixed properly. So I take pictures of all of those and I put it in my report. Yeah.
Wow, excellent.
Yes. And so that caught their interest, and then they gave me the job. And that is how I started